something a little bit different this week. I bought an Apple CarPlay system from autoradiogps.com. It's a European website, and I'm going to fit this system into my wife's 2011 VW Tiguan. We're going to start with this clip. This clip comes out, and then we need to work our way around this fascia. We need to make sure that the air vents come with the front panel. If they detach, it can damage them, so we want to be super careful with this. All this is going to be very brittle due to heat exposure, sun exposure. This has never been removed since we've owned the car. We bought the car at 1 year old. I doubt it's ever been removed, so we'll just try and get that out. That came out super easy. That was nice. I don't think this one will come out as easy. There's clips at the top and bottom on this. Let's see what we can do. Maybe I can go in there. Oh, that came out nice. And I didn't break any clips. That's always a win. And then this plug needs to come out. That was just a simple little push catch on there. Nice and easy. Okay. Then there's two Torks right there. I think they're a 15, but I will confirm. Yep, T15. Obviously we want to be careful not to drop those down inside. Easy said than done. Come on. Should loosen things up a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to start on this corner and work at this edge. I believe there's two clips again either side and clips along the bottom. So I've just got these small plastic pry tools. You want to go with the smallest one you've got. That's gone nice there. We just want to work it all the way around. Just pop them clips off. You can hear them coming off nicely. See how the vents have come off with it? Just going to show you that. Vents are coming off. There's something holding it on. I suspect it's the ducting behind. It feels like the ducting behind this one. But they're coming out nice. Oh. Turn that off. There's another plug behind this hazard light. We can see how to get that off. How does that come off? Again, a little push clip that comes off there. I'll have to transfer that button and the vents across to the new dash trim panel. But as you can see, it is fastened on with some clips there. Maybe you can see that a bit better. And this button has to come out somehow, we'll figure that out. Okay, pretty clean in there actually. But so far I'm 5 minutes in. Got the front trim panel off. Looks like another 4 Torks 15. And then the radio's out and I can put the new headset in. It's pretty quick so far. And the head unit just slides out. Okay. How does this come off here? Okay, a little lift and pull, and that one comes out easily. Pull up tab on that. So these ones, you pull that little white tab up, that little white tab up, and they wiggle out. Nice and easy. Okay, that's the old head unit out. First time that's been out, I believe, since new. And that came out quite nice. Okay, this new pack came with a loom to transfer between the VW and the new head unit. A fascia trim. There's two options of black or grey. They said black and silver, and I was convinced we had black. Clearly we had silver. But I'll go with the black and see how I like it. It's easy enough to change up. It might even, it'll go with the car, no doubt. I think it'll look fine. I think I'll be quite happy with it. I do like the gloss on this. This is more matte, but I'll have a look. The one on the website looked a lot more silver, which is why I wasn't sure about it. We'll give this a go. Also in the box there are some other things. There's a DAB antenna. Let's see what I need though. It'd be nice to have DAB. Although we don't really listen to the radio. New head unit looks like that. That's really nice. Nice and sleek. Much smaller than the original. There's no instructions in this box, so I'm assuming it's pretty standard. That looks like an antenna cable. It goes into that one. Okay, so same kind of fitment. Push the antenna adapter into there, lock it in with the white tab, then that can go into the antenna slot for the radio. It's also got a Wi-Fi antenna, this thing. So this adapter, that end plugs into the VW cable. Which way does that want to go? Like that. That's a hard fit, that is. That's better. It feels good. Nice and clipped in. That didn't feel right at first. Just needed good alignment. Now I've got no clue where all this goes, but that must go into there. That's your power feed. Again, it's not clipping in nice. What's going on with that? So off camera I got that to fit. It just needed a very tight push in. It didn't feel correct and it's hard to get it out right now. So I'm just going to leave that in. But it didn't feel good. Very strange. But we'll give it a whirl. I've also just realised that the front fascia needs to go on before this goes on, as this sits in there and connects on the back with 4 screws. So I need to build this up off the car like this and then plug all that in. So I'm quite glad I just noticed that. You can see how nice it's going to look. I don't see any screws. Oh yeah, there's 4 little screws. What do I need? Little Phillips. Be right back. What's this? CAN bus decoder. Where the hell does that go? Let's get this on here. For some reason there's 5 screws, I guess 1 spare. 1 spare, that was nice of them. Inevitably they're going to get lost, they're tiny. I'm good at losing little bits like that. Would be nice doing this on a workbench, but I'm on my driveway at home and I don't have that luxury right now. But I think this proves you don't need any fancy tooling, you don't need any specialty equipment. I might be talking ahead of myself here. Let's see. So far it definitely feels like a DIY job. So it comes with a CAN bus decoder, which looks to fit this white plug on this loom. I'm told that the factory buttons on the steering wheel should remain operational. What does that go to? It's all labelled in Chinese, which isn't too helpful. Where any of that goes, I don't think I need that. But again, we'll see. I'm hoping this and this take over the microphone in, the controls from the steering wheel, and all that good stuff. But I honestly don't know. I'm kind of guessing here. Do I need that GPS antenna? Shouldn't do, because the car already had a GPS antenna. Let's see. I guess what I can do is turn it on and give it a try. I don't see anything that replaces that, and I don't see where that would go on this new unit. That's the antenna. I've got a feeling that might be the GPS antenna. So it would be nice if I had something to plug into that. Some instructions would be nice. That's my only feedback right now. That could plug into that, but then it won't plug into the radio. That doesn't look to plug into the radio. I think we'll plug it in and give it a whirl as it is. See what we get. Balance that there for now. First turn on. Looks pretty good. Car link not connected, Bluetooth not connected, ADAS recorder not connected. Press home, what happens? Nothing. Bluetooth. Let's see if I can pair my mobile. SYU Android, that came up nice and quick. I don't see a code on the head unit, but don't think we need to worry about that too much. Okay, that's connected to my phone. Connect to CarPlay, connect to CarPlay. CarPlay, do not connect to Bluetooth. Don't seem to have any volume. Where's the volume? Got some in reverse.
And at the time the family moved back after the war to Italy, and after studying he got a job in a factory that made moulded rubber products.
Wow. Easy, Gav, just let me wait a second, because shouldn't have come on.
In America they patented it. It was called...
Okay. Who knew? Little slide up at the bottom there. And then this control comes up.
His handle, which was a rigid handle. So everyone else was
on off. That's a mute button. Equalizer. So I'm going to CarPlay. Nope. Not CarPlay, there's CarPlay.
Before the American deal, and it became a craze through the 70s and 80s. When they
okay, so for some reason
the interest dipped heavily in the 90s.
That moves to this side when using CarPlay. Okay, as I pull down.
They are the same companies.
That's nice. I'm wondering if my reverse camera system works. My sensor, parking sensors and such. So I might just skip into that seat and test that. And I also want to confirm if the it doesn't look like my reverse sensors are coming on. That's annoying. Why would that not have a signal? What's missing? Maybe some of these have to go in there. Okay, I've got some other options here to plug in, so I'll figure that out. Looks good though from the offset. Reverse key, key one, and antenna. So there's some labels on here. Okay, that's an 8-pin plug. That's that first one. I think that's going to be our reverse sensor. So this, off this additional loom, needs to come over here into this first port, labeled ground, battery, accelerator, reverse key 1, key 2, and antenna. I'm just going to power off while that goes in, just in case. And is that going to go in nicely? Unlike the others. Yeah, that went in alright. That went in alright. Okay, I'll probably test that again. Car's in reverse and still no signal. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so I've just ascertained that it doesn't have an interface to show the visual parking aid sensors, but the beeps still work through the car's system and speakers. It kills the stereo when we go in reverse, so there's something that's not quite right with that visual aid. Maybe it's a setting, maybe I can figure that out later. However, we've got the beeping, so we've got the beeping proximity. So I might figure that out later, and I'll email the manufacturer and I'll let you know what their response was. I'm going to try making a call with it, and I don't really use radio, so I probably won't even, I don't need DAB. We use Spotify, we use online radio, we use Waze. What else is on here? WhatsApp Business. I'm going to just try and make a call. Hey Siri, call Hillary with WhatsApp Business.
Don't see an app for that. You'll need to download one when you aren't in the car.
Hey Siri, call Hillary with WA Business.
Calling Hillary Chell with WA Business.
Hello?
Hey there, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can, is it nice and clear?
It's a bit muffled.
Muffled?
Yeah, a little bit muffled, like you're in a bucket.
More muffled than it would be normally if I'm in car.
I'm not sure.
Okay, how about
Maybe.
now? Is
Yeah,
that
still muffled.
okay? It might be because I've got protective cover on this thing. All right.
Maybe that's a bit.
I just
okay.
I just wanted to make sure it worked. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Hillary's gonna hate that.
Radio.
Cool. I'm happy with that. I just got to transfer all this gear off of this one onto this one. Let's get that done. Okay, I'm going to strip the old one down first and then put it on the new one. This stuff could be tricky to get off. Now I need to get that button across. Oh, okay. So I just need to push in that little metal tab at the top and at the bottom, and the button goes out forwards. Came out quite nicely. That only goes in one way. It's keyed, I don't know if you can see. That seems like it's too big. It's a tight fit. Oh, it's really tight. Why is that so tight? That is a tight fit, but it goes. But it's not coming out. Okay, so when this goes back in, it's not going to utilise these 4 screws. For some reason. So it's not, won't be in quite as tight, I don't think. We'll see how that goes. Does anyone know what this is for? I'd like to know what that's for. It's got a small coax. I feel like it's going to be GPS. But I suppose I'm getting GPS from the phone, so that should be okay. I'm not going to be using the internal sat nav on this device. I'll only be using an app on the iPhone, so that should be alright. Give it a whirl. Feels like there's only just enough cable on this to do what you need to do. I think that one back of there. Okay, that works, that's good. That stays there. Don't want that to go missing, that cable. Going to connect that up so this just wants to disappear inside. So connect it back up to this face plate. So it can't. Good. I want to make sure that works still.
League Super League if they beat Wakefield this evening. Leeds travel to Warrington in what's the competition's 5,000th game.
Weather. With eBay. Find the right part at the right price to get your vehicle MOT ready.
Cold and clear for many overnight. Some showers in the west, a low of -1. Dry and bright for England
That's
and Wales
cool.
Tomorrow. Cloudier elsewhere with highs
It's even
reaching
got
15
YouTube.
degrees. From Global's newsroom for Radio X.
I wonder if I can
this
connect
is
that
Johnny
to...
Vaughan.
Okay, so 2 screws to put in, put these clips back in, and then it's done. was literally, I mean, without, you know, it's a 20-minute job. A little bit of working out on the cables and connections, getting that understood. There's a lot of things in the bag I'm not using, maybe just because out of personal choice. I don't know whether it's essential. Some of them there's nothing for them to plug into anyways. Just that one plug that I didn't know what it did, and then hopefully that may or may not become apparent. We really like this. It's a card holder. I don't think it matters which way up it goes. Oh, that's got a groove. Yeah, it does matter. Okay, just make sure that's tight. That don't look right. That don't look right. That's right. Nice. Think you'll agree it looks like a stock unit while it's in car. I'm happy with that. Really happy. The tools used was Torx 15, small Phillips screwdriver, and this single plastic lever. Nice and easy. Thanks for watching. Good luck trying it home. I'll put links in the description to the tools, to the head unit and the kit that I bought. Good luck.